Hello fairy friends, it is Liz. I am not 100% yet, but I want to do this short video, and if you want to hear a little update of what's going on with me, just stay tuned to the end. But I'm just going to get right into this. Since I've been bedridden, I've been able to do basically nothing around the house, so I decided that I would tackle some of my smaller dolls that have just been waiting in a little basket. And since I've basically been going bananas looking up at the ceiling of my bedroom, at the very beginning I wasn't able to do anything. I couldn't use my left arm at all due to the pain, the nerve pinch, and the weakness. I still am not really able to crochet very well. I can do for maybe 10 minutes at a time, and I have to give my left arm and hand a break. So, but I can't sit here doing nothing. If anybody is kind of like me, where you're always keeping busy and you're always doing something with your hands, you'll understand that even through pain, you'll try to do stuff. So I thought, you know what? I have a basket here of my small babies that keep getting overlooked, and I wanted to use up my yarn leftovers. So here's this little guy, and none of these have been cleaned up. Like I said, they've been waiting in a basket for a really long time, and since I'm not really able to do much, I figured, well, you know what, I'm going to crochet for them, and then whenever I'm doing better, then I'll go ahead and clean them up, and then I can sew them an outfit. So I'm doing what I can do right now. So this blanket here is not really to wrap him up in. It's just to, after he gets his little outfit, it'll be something he can either, be displayed sitting on or holding it, but I want his outfit to be the main focus. And his little face just caught my eye, and he's got cute sculpted hair. And I apologize for my filming. I'm actually in my bedroom, and I tried to make his hat to not be frilly because I wanted him to be a boy. And then he's got little booties, so he'll get maybe like a little sleeper or a jumper or something, I don't know. Yeah, but there's that one, and I'll try to go a little bit faster through these. This one, I do believe, is like my two bigger baby deer ones, only this is a small version. This is actually that same yarn, only, as you can see, it's the same, only it's trimmed in yellow. So it just totally gives it a totally different look to trim it out in a different color. And this is perfect when you have remnants of yarns. And then I try to make hers be a little bit different, a little bit frilly. And again, not to cover them up. Once she gets her outfit, that little blankie will just be a little extra little addition. And then we have this little lady here, and that's that same yarn again, although you probably don't believe me until I show you. It is that same yarn, but when you go to add the outside edge, it just gives it a whole different look. So I was really pleased with that. She's got her booties, and then her bonnet is a little bit slightly different. And it's not my best work. It's really hard with my left arm and hand not cooperating with me due to the nerve damage. So there's her. She's a cutie. But again, these have not been cleaned up. When I'm better and I'm able to lean over my sink, then they'll get a good scrubbing. Part of my issues are in my cervical spine, so basically my neck. So just working and doing my art things over the past 15 to 20 years has taken a toll. So this blanket was a little bit bigger by accident, and it is again that same. Well, no, is it? No, this is different. This has no yellow in it, so this was a different type. And this little, I want him to be a guy, so I did a kind of a different little style, and I just make it up as I go. Again, I've said this in other videos, I'm not an accomplished crocheter by any means. So there's his booties, and he will get his little outfit. So I'm going to put these over there. And then I wanted to show you this little lady that I got at, I don't remember if this was the thrift store or if my mom found this one for me. I don't know, but here is, she's going to be a girl, and I've already started hers. It's a slightly different color, but that there is, showing you my hand for reference. That will make a pretty good size little blanket for her. And then I'm going to trim it in purple. And you know, I could choose any of these colors to also trim it, but I don't have that one. I do have this one on hand. So she'll be getting a bonnet, and she'll be getting booties as I'm able to work. As I said, I have to take some breaks, and it's kind of difficult when you're used to being able to do things. You kind of turn into a little bit of a brat, which is what I have been. Not to anybody else, but to myself. I've been kind of a brat, kind of complaining in my brain like, wow, this really stinks. Can't do anything. That's what I mean by being a brat. Here is my other basket. I'm keeping here by my bedside. So after I finish this one, I'm going to grab up this one, and I'm going to try to find possibly different yarns. But you know what? I don't really care if I do a repeat again for him. And I just decided that he is a boy, and he'll get cleaned up. Obviously, he's pretty crusty. He needs a little bit of help. He's been out playing. And then we got this lady. Could also be a boy. I'm always trying to add some boys to my big girl collection. That's a cutie one. And here's another one. And I have another box somewhere of these smaller ones. I can't say no to dolls. People bring them to me. People drop them off. I see them at yard sales for, you know, practically nothing. So I just can't turn them away because little babies, they need help. They need to be cute again. So here's this one. Like I said, I'll just be keeping these by my bedside. Which one do you guys think I should tackle next? These ones are fun because they don't take hardly any time. I think I want to do this one right here. And I think, if I remember correctly, can you guys read that? Yeah, that's a Jenny baby, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what that says. I think I'll tackle this one next. But, you know, it's killing me. It's really killing me that they're dirty and that I'm working with them like this. But that's usually my very first step, is to get them all clean. But, oh well, you know what? You just do what you can do when you can do it. Start where you are with what you have. So I'll put these back. This will go by my bedside. And now for my update. I go to a neurosurgeon tomorrow, and that will be about 2 months. Beginning, let's see, last week of April, I had a spill out of my chair, and I think that aggravated up my issues that I already knew that I had. The bone spurs and the degenerative disc disease I was diagnosed with 5 years ago. I think it aggravated it. I got on a steroid and a muscle relaxer, and I was doing fine. It was like a week, and I was doing fine. And then slowly but surely, my symptoms came back. So all that to say, all this time now, going to be 2 months. I've gone to urgent care twice. I've been to my doctor 3 times. I've been to the emergency room twice. I've gone for x-rays at the hospital twice. And I finally did get my MRI approved. So I have an MRI that I went to. So that's what the neurosurgeon has already, and he's reviewed. So tomorrow when I go, I'll know what it is that needs to happen. It might be surgery, but from what I have heard and what I've read about the Mayfield Brain and Spine, they are really good. I have 2 friends who went there, and they were glad they did the surgery. It's minimally invasive, and they got almost instant pain relief and were doing so much better after only a week, and that they were so glad that they did it. So I do have 3 really bad areas in my cervical spine, 3 degenerated discs and bulging discs, stenosis, and the bone spurs, which I had already known about. Apparently they've gotten worse. So it's not been fun, but I will have to say this. I'm so very thankful that they're finally believing me. My regular doctor's office kind of blew me off, and I had to deal with it on my own for another 2 weeks before she would believe me and order the MRI. She still hasn't really prescribed much, again, as far as pain, so that's why basically I have to lay in bed perfectly still. The medicine that she's given me is ibuprofen and 5 milligrams. It's 5 milligrams of a muscle relaxer. I'm not normally sick. I'm really pro natural remedy. This last 5 years I've done no medicine. I have done chiropractic care, and I have done exercise and stretching, and use my heat pad and my ice pack as far as pain relief. So I'm not well versed in medicines, but it feels as though for the extensive issues that I have, that she should have maybe prescribed something better. So that tomorrow, I don't know when they'll schedule my surgery, but at least the neurosurgeon can look at my MRI and say, hey, you know, the pain medicine that you have is not adequate, and so that will get changed. So hopefully, I got my fingers crossed, guys, that I can get up and do something, because I am going banana. I'm in a bad shape, but hopefully I'll be up and doing. Certainly not the first person who's dealt with this, and not the last, and I'm sure people have dealt with this with far more grace and strength than I have. So it's been humbling. I'll just put it that way. It's been humbling. I've had tons of time to think about things, tons of time to come up with plans and things for myself, make sure that I'm healthy and able to do what I love. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching to the end here. Thank you guys for all of your kind words, and I do hope you have a magical day. Bye-bye.